We're live.
I just took a picture. It needs to be a video.
You gotta hold it.
Oh,
like
let's see if we can figure this out.
It's like just like Snapchat.
Oh, we're two old men. Okay. Hello, William.
Hi, Tyler.
Hello, Zips.
Hey,
Look,
University of Akron. Zips.
This isn't going on this story.
No, I don't think so.
The people that are here, they can deal with this shit. But hold on, let's retake that.
What did I do wrong?
Well, I'm going like this, and it has like half her face. Be my buddy. Be my buddy.
Okay, we're gonna get in close. Yep.
Yeah, all right. Take two.
Take two.
All right. Hello, Will.
Hey, Tyler.
Hello, Zips.
Hi, Akron.
And welcome back to Viewer Regression Advised.
The only podcast where you can hear two idiots who don't know anything talk about everything.
You're absolutely right.
There it is.
And that's our post. We were on. This is going up tonight.
Yep.
We're actually still doing the University of Akron Zips takeover. Woohoo! Life as a Zip Instagram story adventure.
Yes,
thing.
sir.
We just show a day in the lives. So far we've been pretty boring, but I think we've been helpful.
I had a funny one, I thought. Did you see mine?
Oh, the cookies.
The cookie
that
one?
was pretty. That was pretty. You're a funny guy.
Thanks. I appreciate that. I thought about it really hard. I was like, how do I make this funny?
Well, because I didn't notice it, and I went, "What is this? Why is he talking about water?" I was like, "This idiot." I don't care, but It's high intellectual humor like that you can expect on this show.
That's right. If you came here as a result of that Instagram takeover we did today,
boy howdy.
One, how did you get here? What brought you to this decision to decide to try our podcast?
Two, this is kind of awkward, but you're not allowed to leave now.
Yeah, you're stuck in here for life.
Sorry.
There's a whole point system. You get 2 points just for joining.
Welcome.
Yeah, so enjoy that. Tyler, you've seemed frazzled today.
No, okay. So let's finish the intro and then we'll do the but first.
Okay.
And today we're talking about Akron.
Oh yes.
Yeah, we're talking about Akron.
The city, the college.
Yes.
The bar.
The bar. Acronym the bar.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so ready to go back to Taps.
Oh, boy.
Because it was empty anyway.
Yeah. I mean, what's it going to be? More empty?
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. It's going to be less bartenders, so it's just going to be one instead of two.
Yeah.
And then the five of us.
But yeah. But first, we'll do the but first. Let's get out of the way.
Let's deal with this big butt first.
I was frazzled today. Mm-hmm. Been frazzled. Little bit high stress. That's the life of being graduated. You know?
Yeah.
I had the whole weekend and I didn't think about not a one thing other than I'm gonna enjoy my day.
Yeah.
And then the weekend ended.
Yeah.
And
as they tend to do.
And the morning, I mean, it was awesome. I had a doctor appointment that went very well.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Bill of good health.
Yeah, look at that. Essentially, I had an issue that was an issue for a couple of months. I had medicine that was like not really showing effects, but in the last week it kind of got better, and the doctor went, and I finally scheduled an appointment to go see him.
Yeah. And
in between the time I scheduled to say nothing was getting better, and now it kind of did, and he went, yeah, nothing looks wrong. So,
good.
I guess that's better than him going, yeah, that looks wrong.
Yeah, I mean, of the two, you'd want that one.
And then I came back after the doctor's appointment because it was a slow day at work, and I went, I can afford this. Mm-hmm. This is gonna be okay. And then it wasn't not a slow day. Psych.
You got bamboozled.
The long and short of it is I'm a modeler for water collection systems. If that's not clear,
wow.
Well, I suppose I'm talking to 99% of the population. So hello,
me included.
Water hits the ground.
Yeah.
And in most cities, it hits your roof or the street.
Yeah.
right? And so all of that water, you see it in the curbs, and it goes into little drains. Then it's gone forever. It disappears. It's gone. Yeah. Nobody worries about it.
No.
I do.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're trying to make one of these systems better somewhere. Mm-hmm. And we're going back and forth with the designer, and anytime the designer of the system says, "Hey, I think we're going to try this," I go, "Hey guy, how you doing? This is how that's going to work." And
sure,
it's a great back and forth. But what they're failing to realize is that when they tell me that they need a change done, they don't understand why it changes.
Oh.
So I come back and say, "Hey, the water's behaving different. It's going this way, and this much of it's going that way. What do you think about that?" And they go, "Oh, why is it different from last time?" And I go, "Because you told me to change it." What do you mean?
Did someone change this? Yes.
Yeah, you did. But this is all actually on topic because this is actually an Akron project that I'm working on.
Oh. Okay.
I don't know that I should say much more.
Yeah. But, I mean, you want to get classified information.
Not entirely, but I just don't know if there's... I haven't been told to be quiet about it, but it's just one of those... You're working with government and...
Yeah. You don't want to spread the government secrets. You'll end up like the CIA. Snowden guy.
Snowden.
Yeah.
That's only CIA. I think I've talked about... I've talked about this very recently. The CIA shouldn't exist. They've been bad people.
Yeah.
Like comic book level bad. Like make weird torture buildings and name it the 8-Ball. Kind of like comic book level bad guys.
They have literal secret forts and hideouts and like an evil lair.
Yeah. Wait, how are they still real?
I don't know. And how are they still being like you see CIA people on in movies and stuff and you're like, "Oh, they're so cool." Like, no, they're all bad.
Oh,
they're very bad people.
They're the baddies. For sure.
Yep.
What do you know about Akron?
Me?
We claim today that we do know everything.
Everything. And within the last hour, I've already had someone prove me wrong when they asked about undergraduate what's the word? Scholarships.
Arts?
No, scholarships. No, I knew about art. I had that girl's question locked in.
You told her, she asked about the art department, and you told her they have paintings or colors and sculptures and stuff. That was your first sentence.
Am I wrong? That's a no, I'm not wrong.
No, you're not wrong.
That is
You're just an idiot.
Well, to each his own, I suppose. What do I know about Akron? I know... Stop it. I'm trying to tell you what I know about Akron.
I'm listening.
Akron came from the old Latin term Akron, which means land of acorns. So
you're memeing on us. You know, wait. You know it's Greek, right?
No.
Acropolis.
Oh, sitting in a hill or something like that?
Yeah, it's a peak.
Oh.
Which it is. It's the highest point in Summit County. Summit County is highest in Ohio.
Oh, really?
I think.
Well, that makes sense.
Maybe somewhere in Hocking Hills, but I think it's actually lower in elevation. But that's Summit crazy. County, Akron, Ohio. We're like up. If you're gonna high altitude train, baby,
you come to Akron.
Come to Akron, or just go to Colorado, where it's several hundred feet higher.
Yeah, or just get one of those cool mask things. Although I've heard those are like really unhealthy. Like they're not good for you at all. Because it doesn't limit the amount of oxygen in the air. It limits the amount of air you can take in.
Yeah, that's not, and then you only do it when you work out. I'm sure that's a terrible shock for your body.
Yeah, your lungs don't handle it well.
No.
I've heard doctors talk very badly about those.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Well, you don't have to do that when you're in Akron. You're already doing high altitude training.
Yeah, we're practically in the stratosphere here.
Pretty much, yeah.
We're, guess you could say.
Well, actually, we're currently down in the valley. Okay, your joke. You're telling a joke. I'm sorry. I guess
I'll restart.
Say, okay.
I guess you could say we're out of this world here in Akron.
Wait, like out in the stratosphere? That was out of this...
Because we're so high. Because we're up in the... Because we're the elevation...
I'd let that slide. Okay. We're actually pretty low in elevation. We're down in the valley right now. So that's like 200-300 feet lower than the rest of Akron.
Which is kind of crazy that it's just like... It's basically like that big of a difference in such a short area.
I mean, that's what hills do, but it is
right?
Odd to think about. It's not weird. It's not geologically weird in any way. Like, that's just
mountains
how...
exist, so I guess it's...
That's how mountains and hills work. But it is neat to think about, like, in the context of a city. Because you think of a city... We're still inside the city. You think of a city like Cleveland, like New York, it's all...
Pretty flat. Yeah. Especially Columbus.
That's neat.
Yeah.
Pretty neat.
That's pretty neat.
No, you were gonna make up something about acorns about the name for Akron?
Oh no, that's the real name. They keep that locked down in government vaults and stuff. But I'm here to speak the truth about acorns. They come from trees, but those trees come from space. They're actually moon trees. I know this because I'm an aerospace engineer.
Oh, okay. That's why I don't know it. Okay.
Yeah. You're working on water. I'm working on space trees.
Yeah, no, space. Oh, okay.
What about... Okay. I guess it's safe to say that I don't really know much about Akron.
Well, okay. You've, Mansfield... Can I say you're my hometown? Mansfield?
Yeah, Mansfield. Yeah.
Mansfield's only 40 minutes away?
It's about an hour.
About an hour. So, Akron isn't typically worth an hour drive.
I wouldn't say so.
For most things.
No.
You know, there's not a lot of... There's a lot of special things here in Akron, but like... It's like you have to live here for it kind of thing. It's more in the culture. So I'm imagining you didn't come to Akron that often before college.
No, I had actually never been to Akron outside of my... Like, the first time I was here was the first time I visited the university.
Same.
And it was... it was weird because it was like, oh, this is like a whole city.
Yep.
That, like, you know, like, it... In my mind, it was like, oh, this is like Cleveland or Columbus. But then I realized, oh, it's not nearly as big.
No.
Yeah.
Not in the least bit. But I had that same experience where I had never even heard of Akron until I started looking for colleges, and I just got like a big magazine thrown down on the kitchen table in front of me of engineering colleges, and my parents went, pick. And it was in the A's, so...
Do you want to know what? That's exactly how I ended up in Akron. I was... you know, you're looking for colleges and like scholarships and stuff. Your parents are like, you gotta choose. And like that day, I got an email from Akron saying, we'll give you priority, like application, like the priority applications. You don't have to pay to apply.
Wow. Oh, frick. Hey, Akron, you listening? Simmons Hall? Hey, I want that $45 back.
I think it was like 50.
You hear this, dude? That's a bargain. I'm letting you off with $5 slide.
Yeah,
I should have got priority.
Yeah, but you didn't because I'm smarter than you.
You are an aerospace engineer. You know about space trees.
I know about space trees.
Fair
so, no, I got that email like that day. My parents talked to me, and I went, I want to go to Akron just to like impress them. And they were like, oh, really? Like, what made you decide? And I was like, I got an email from them today. Yeah. And that was it. And then that was the only college I applied to.
Yeah, I tried to pull that too, because I visited Akron and I visited Pitt. And Pitt, for those of you who don't Haven't been to Pittsburgh. Haven't visited University of Pitt. It's very. Yeah. I've raised my nose as if to have you look into my nostrils because I'm superior and I care less about you.
Because I'm rich and you're not.
Yeah, that's how that felt.
Yikes.
And so I applied to Akron and went, all right, I'm done applying to colleges. My parents were like, you gotta apply somewhere else, Ty. And I'm like, they have a 70% acceptance rate. I'm in the top 10 of my high school.
Yeah.
And I, showed, ambition in my application. I sure hope.
Yeah.
In what I wrote. I tried. I put effort in. I think that qualifies for 70%.
I think you're safe, yeah.
And they're like, you gotta have a backup. And I'm like, my backup's gonna be Pitt. That has a, 30%. You want my backup to be Pitt? And then I wasted $60 of my parents' money to reapply to Pitt.
Yikes. Did you get in?
I got put on a wait list, and then they never, ever resolved that. So I could go back to Pitt one of these years.
You've spent 5 years in Akron. Might as well go back to Pitt now.
I could go to their undergraduate program. I'm still on the wait list. Never got a rejection.
Wow. That's crazy. I didn't even. Yeah, when I applied to Akron, I didn't even think about it. I didn't really talk to my parents a ton about oh, how many colleges are you applying to, or what are you doing? I just kind of applied to Akron and then went, yeah, I'll probably get in.
Yep.
And then I got in and I went, yep.
But I think at least I found something special here.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I liked it so much that I came back for the Masters. Mm-hmm. And it was not my only choice for that, but it was the right choice, being that I have a full-time job in Akron.
Yeah.
But no, I think it's great. I like the college. I really like the city.
Yeah. The Akron as a college, I think, or I like the environment here, the overall tone is very nice.
Yeah. It's this feeling that everyone knows. It's the pocket of Ohio that the wolves become aware. Have you ever seen the subreddit Semi-Aware Wolves? Mm-mm. It's these people that are trying to. It's usually pictures of people posted on Facebook or Twitter or something.
Yeah.
That is criticizing something that they do.
Ah.
And so it's you almost got it there. They don't. But Akron's just full of people that know they're in Akron, Ohio.
Yeah.
There's
very
this
self-aware
humbleness to it.
Yeah.
And it's freeing to be to have pride in being mediocre.
Yeah, because that's exactly what it is. It's yeah, I go to Akron, and I like Akron a lot, but also I go to Akron, and I understand that. You know? It's yeah, we're not very financially responsible.
But what makes it better? Yeah, well, I mean, if you go to Akron, that's pretty financially responsible.
The truth.
Other than living on campus, I got paid to go to school.
Really?
I went $16,000 in debt to live a year and a half on campus.
Yeah.
That's insane. I don't even. I paid less on rent, on real people places.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money. That's bananas.
It's insane.
But other than that, I never paid a dime in tuition, and I always got refunds from my scholarships.
Wow. I see. You did it right. I did not. I didn't get any scholarships. I got an honors scholarship that I lost my freshman year.
Oof.
Because of two classes that were their third year classes that because of post-secondary, I just came in my freshman year in Calc 3, mm-hmm. and I had no idea what I was doing, how to be a college student.
Yeah.
And then...
Oh, yeah, no, I took Calc 1 and 2 again.
Really?
Yep, I did AP Calc but you also came in with an associate's.
Yeah.
So I think you had a little bit more reason to believe that it would be okay to.
Oh yeah, I was so
ahead.
confident.
Yeah.
Like, because it's.
Because high school is easy.
High school is easy, and it was college classes in high school. I was taking, like, one semester I took 21 credits. Like, I wasn't exactly, taking it easy during that. But also, I still was living at home. Like, I had very little to do outside of school. There were very few distractions. Like, all my time was... Yeah, all of my time was spent doing work. And then when I came to college, it was like, oh... There's so much to do.
Yeah.
In Akron.
I can live.
Yeah.
Oh, no. But that's college life. It
jumps out at you.
What else do we want to talk about from Akron?
Well, I think the college in general, I think, is kind of a staple of the city. And we've talked about it for a while. Yeah.
It just came to me, the other thing that I wanted to say. A secondary benefit of being from Akron, or going to school in Akron more specifically, everyone thinks it's a great school on the outside.
Yeah.
They'll look at your resume, you went to Akron. That's a pretty good school.
Yeah.
Pretty good college for engineering.
You clearly didn't go there.
Okay.
Yeah, that is weird. I get that a lot at, like, in interviews. If I get an interview, they'll be like, "Oh, Akron, that's good. That's a good engineering college," and then I have to, like, stifle a laugh. So I'm like, "Are you sure? Like, do you know?"
Did you go there?
Yeah. They're like, they'd turn out good engineers. I was like, I've met some of the people that graduate from here.
Yeah. No, but I do think it is more of, like, a result of the culture.
Yeah.
And the student culture. Mm-hmm. I think that trickles down, and that doesn't change no matter how much the faculty might change or undergo like, this whole, like, negotiations with the teacher union or the professor union, whatever it is that's going on that's changing the actual academics. What I don't think changes is like those upper to lower classmen, kind of like those values that kind of seep through.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah. And I got that my freshman year. I'm sure you got that too. And then now that we're older, you've obviously graduated out of undergrad, but, like, that kind of camaraderie of, like, hey, you're coming in, if you need anything, like, I can help, if you have questions. Like,
absolutely.
It's a great, like, atmosphere for learning, specifically. Because I know there's a friend of mine who went to Case Western. She's going there now.
Okay.
As, like, she's like a law degree.
Pretty nice.
It's pretty nice. Yeah. Like, she's smart. She's going there. It's, like, a nice college. A lot of other people there are, like, real smart. And I'm just hearing her talk about the difference in people is, like, it's exhausting. Because, Case Western, if you don't know Case Western, it's a very uppity school.
I'm pretty sure it's a private Catholic school too.
Is it really? Mm-hmm. I didn't know that.
I don't know about Catholic, but I know it's private, and I'm almost certain it has, like, religious reasons to be private.
That makes sense. But it's a really well maintained school, like, very highly respected. I almost applied there before I got into Akron, but the culture is so different between the students. Specifically, I was talking to her about like, classwork, and she was complaining that she's like, it's just, like, real hard, and there's so much work, and, like, I don't really understand what I'm doing, and, like, I have to, like, really try to understand. I'm like, well, why don't you go talk to one of the other kids in class and just, like, that, like, does understand it,
Yeah.
Like, that's what I would do, one of the kids in my major, and just be like, hey, do you get this? Because I'm not really getting it. And see if they explain it to me. And she's like, oh, that's not how it works here.
Oh.
She's like, no. It's everyone's in competition with each other. She's like, if you miss a lecture, you cannot, like, no one will take notes for you if you miss a lecture.
I feel sick thinking about that.
Isn't that horrible?
What? Why?
And you're not, like, and it doesn't make any sense, because, like, everyone's going to need help at some point in college. Why would you limit yourself like that?
Oh gosh. Ew.
Yeah. I'm very thankful to go to Akron for that one reason. Of like, the people here are very nice and very kind in terms of like helping one another.
As long as you're talking about, people in the classroom.
Yeah.
And not the people 8 blocks south of campus that will serially drive by, shoot people in the foot.
Just in the foot.
That's a fun.
You want to get into that one?
The serial foot shooter. We could name him. I don't think anyone came up with a catchy name like the Akron Pooper. That was a good one
We'll
too.
talk about him too.
Peg leg Johnny puts people on peg legs.
I like that.
This dude. Okay. So, about my sophomore year, Akron is very responsible with safety measures for their students.
Yes.
Any reported crime, anything that happens that might pose a danger to students, a safety advisory email goes out to everybody as soon as the police report is filed. Mm-hmm. It's very quick, and it goes, here's the description of the person, here's where it happened, here's the resolution of it, and whether or not you still need to
be cautious.
Be wary. Be cautious. Very useful information. Over the course of about 6 months, there were multiple incidents where somebody was shot in the foot during a drive-by situation. The report read, they were walking down whatever street.
Yeah.
A description of some car drove by, rolled down the windows, fired multiple shots, one striking this person in the foot.
Yeah.
How?
Multiple times.
Yeah, but this didn't happen once.
This was again and again. Did anyone get shot not in the foot?
No, it was always in the foot.
Never once did anybody get shot not in the foot.
So it makes a fella wonder.
You gotta think.
How do you, in a drive-by, shoot someone in the foot? I say you don't. I say that doesn't happen. So let's think what could have.
Because you gotta think, like the physics of it.
That's quite the aim.
Like, this guy is, like, American Sniper level accurate.
You're not accidentally shooting people in the foot multiple times during a drive-by.
No, you're not, like, driving away like, I think I got him with a foot again.
Yes!
How do I keep doing this?
I would buy it if it was a calf shot. But but people's feet are generally on the ground.
Parallel with the ground. Yeah.
Which, you've got to really be over top.
Like standing in front of someone.
Maybe having dialogue with them.
Yes, over possible business transactions.
Well, I don't know what you're doing. Let's think. You're talking to somebody in the street, and
and he's a dangerous person with a gun.
I'm armed. Let's put ourselves in the situation of the foot shootee.
Okay. Yeah.
So you're talking to someone who is armed.
Yes.
Ohio has concealed carry.
Sure.
This is within the law.
Yeah.
What would you do? There's only a few things you could do to make him, like, lawfully shoot you, and one is attack him.
Right.
I don't know that you're going to get shot in the foot if you, like, come at him. I don't know that.
Well, that certainly wouldn't be where I would go first.
No.
Well, so you'd have to be, like, standing, probably.
Probably standing
Because,
still.
feet are pretty hard to hit, especially if you're moving, so you'd have to be standing still.
Yeah, okay, so how do you anger... What's going on?
So, I'm assuming that the shooter is not being lawful in his shooting of the shootee.
So this is where it all comes together, is we throw law out the window.
Yeah.
And this is where you can start to posit that all of these reports were drug deals gone bad. Because here's the thing. You're in Akron, and you get shot in the foot by your drug dealer for whatever reason. Maybe he robbed you. Maybe
you didn't have enough money to pay him for the drugs.
That's not my... I don't care.
We're not going to pause it on that reason.
We're not victim blaming here.
No. You got shot in the foot.
Yeah, we're here for you.
Yeah, and your toesies.
But one thing that you don't tell the EMTs when they show up to help you out with your bleeding foot is that, well, he was my dealer.
He was selling me drugs.
I was trying to buy illegal drugs. That's not what you say.
An illicit substance.
And so after one person gets away with, well, it was a drive-by. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got our story.
By the third person, they're like, oh man, I gotta tell him it's a drive-by again. And by the third guy, the EMT's gonna show up and go, drive-by? The guy's gonna go, yep. Alright, get in the van.
Oh, but I have to assume he's no longer out there.
I mean, he stopped.
He stopped, so either he grew hair
or he accidentally shot himself in the foot.
And then what do you do?
You can't shoot anybody in the foot anymore.
You can't throw the gun in a car. Yeah. And tell him it's a
You know what you do? You tell him your drug dealer shot you in the foot.
That's why I have all these drugs and this gun on me. The drug dealer shot.
It's not my fault. He left me with the bag. I couldn't run away.
The end of it was him shooting himself in the foot and trying to blame it on his drug dealer shooting him in the foot. His goal.
Poetic.
I hope that's how that guy went out. Oh, I wish him nothing but the best.
Yeah, good luck to that guy, wherever he is.
Wherever he is.
The Peg Leg
Johnny.
Peg Leg Johnny. So, this is, believe it or not, only the second craziest story of crime in Akron. There is another.
The Akron Pooper.
The Akron Pooper.
Will, you take this one.
I'll do my best. So, the year was 2018?
I don't know.
I think it was the same year.
No,
like 2017?
I thought it was before. I thought it was like 2014, 15.
Oh, yeah, it was like before.
Because that was something the sophomore class my freshman year.
Oh, okay.
Told us about.
Yeah, so
but the year doesn't matter because this is a timeless tale.
This story supersedes the need of a date. This takes us back to early days in Akron. I was still in high school. I believe Tyler was too. And there are multiple parking decks on campus. Let's start with some background. There's north, south, east, west, and
they're all over.
They're all over.
You got to travel, man.
Yeah,
there's probably a mile between each.
Yeah. There's a good distance between each. And usually they correspond to either a building where a lot of people work, or a
residence hall. Dorm.
Yeah, dormitory. So a lot of times cars get left there overnight. So one night there's a man. We'll call him Tim.
Okay.
Now, Tim is walking through this parking garage, very late, 1, 2 in the morning at least.
Late man.
Yeah, no one's out, very quiet, peaceful even. And he thinks, oh, man, I'm feeling kind of, my stomach's kind of feeling a little rough.
A little grumble in his tumble. Oh,
yeah,
no.
Maybe I should have had that Chipotle today, man.
2 a.m. Chipotle grumbles, and you're out in the middle of a parking deck.
Not a lot of places to go in that situation. That's what you might think. You see, Tim is a smart guy.
He is a innovator.
Yes, he is a genius among men. Because where you and I would see a parked car, Tim looks and sees a toilet. So this man walks up to this car, climbs up onto the hood, and takes a big poop right on the hood of this car. Now, the details are sketchy from here on out. I don't know if there was toilet paper used. I don't know if any cleaning happened. But this man, Tim, proceeds to get off the car and leave. The very next day, some poor sap walks over to their car, like you do every morning, beginning school day, work day, whatever, what have you, sipping on his cup of joe, and sees Tim's remnants.
A poopy.
Right on his hood. Furious as he was, he notified the police. The police came and investigated, and they said, well, that's a poop on your car.
What DNA evidence?
Yeah.
They did not take? I don't know.
I mean, would you want to take that evidence?
Well, not if it's well, it's only happened once, so let's just get it clean.
Yeah, let's clean it up.
Write a report so they're fine, so they're happy.
Yep. You know what? This is a crazy story. He tells his friends. A few nights later, different parking deck. Who's walking through it? But our friend, Tim. Walking through a parking deck. Gets the grumblies again. It's late. No one's around.
You can't tell me that twice this man failed to plan on how to handle his grumbles. No one has Chipotle 2 days in a row.
First of all, I have. I resent that. Second, I'm not to speak
and not learn their lesson. They've got to. I find it so hard to believe that an incident separated by only a few days were both happenstance. I think the first time he did it,
I thought it was funny.
He had to be with people.
Oh yeah, maybe he lost a bet.
It's like, or they're all drunk. It's like, dude, just shit on that dude's car.
And there came a thrill. I'm not one to speak on Tim's mindset behind this.
Okay, well, we're not kink shaming either.
No.
Not victim blaming, not kink shaming, nothing.
No. All I know is these few days later, Tim sees another car and thinks, I'm going to poop on that. And then he does.
It worked last time.
And then he did. And this went on for months. He would go to a parking deck, find a car, and he would defecate on that car. And the Akron Journal wrote a story about it. The Akron Pooper is what they named him.
Yeah, back in March of 2015, the Akron police were searching for a serial pooper.
A serial pooper. We need to do a true crime documentary on this man. Did they ever catch him? What? There's a picture. Let me see. Oh my gosh. Wow.
At least 18 neighbors have reported that someone had pooped on their car since 2012. Oh, he got away with it for 3 years. And the guy that took the video his response, he says, speaking directly to our friend Tim, keeping his anonymity, you messed with the wrong guy.
As the picture is him pooping on the guy's car. Yeah, you pooped on my car, but I videoed you doing it.
Nobody wins there.
That's a loss. That is a significant...
You got your car pooped on and all you did was take a video.
What are you going to do? Try to stop him?
Oh, goodness me.
That man is a wild animal pooping on people's cars. So he got caught.
He set up that camera because this man pooped on his daughter's car. Will, take a guess how many times?
Oh, no.
This was This was after how many times?
He hit her car more than once?
Yeah.
No. It couldn't have been more than... After 2 times, you'd be like,
The camera wasn't set up until this one, where he got him.
It's got 3...
7. How do you wait that long? He's been out there for 3 years, and you got hit 7 times before you put a camera up. This story just gets so wild, man.
I didn't know that.
Oh, I didn't know it either. There's got to be a mockumentary of this thing.
Oh my gosh.
I've got to see a documentary. Somebody please make it.
He waited 7. How do you get to 5 and not go, let's do something about this? He let it go 2 more.
All right, let's go through it. 1 time. Oh, man, he got me.
Oh, man.
No, wait, this is his daughter's car, actually, not...
Are you okay, sweetie? Is it everything... You know what? Like, we'll wash it off. It'll be okay,
2.
Wow, that's really unfortunate that happened.
3. You did it yourself this time. I don't believe it.
He just gaslights her. He's just like, you're crazy. No one's pooping on your car.
4.
Well, this is odd.
I've kept you locked in your room all week to make sure it wasn't you pooping, and it turns out it was.
Yeah.
5. Must have been one of your friends.
Ah, that's who it was. I bet it was one of your friends. I'm gonna lock your friends up, too.
6.
Oh, well, we locked up all our friends.
Was it me?
Was it me?
7.
Definitely was.
Locks himself, his daughter,
All
her
her
friends.
friends.
And it happens the 7th time before he goes, okay, let's put up a camera.
Well, I'm sure it's not me now. That one I'm sure. So let's...
You messed with the wrong guy when you decided to poop on my daughter's car.
7
The
times!
7th time.
The first 6 I can forgive, but not the 7th.
Wow. Well, while we're talking about Akron famous people,
Yeah.
let's go to a quick letdown one, which is just Longboard Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
Let's move on to him, because
Sure, yeah.
he was real big your freshman year.
Yep, I remember that.
Dude, he was just... And every town kind of has one of those, that, like, a public figure that isn't trying to be sneaky about what he does. You just walk in... I saw a tweet that went, oh yeah, you'll just be walking down some suburb of Columbus and some dude on a camel walks by and you're like, hey, what's going on there? And they go, oh, don't worry about that. That's just Camel Jesus. You just move on. They just move on with their day. Every town has some weird dude.
The odd man.
It doesn't even have to be weird, but, like, noteworthy.
Yeah.
And this dude, he just rode a longboard real fast.
Way too fast.
But it was actually a little bit like if he fell off, he would have got hurt.
Well, he almost hit me one time. Did I tell you about that?
You didn't tell the world.
Well, I was throwing football or like a frisbee or something, and I missed it, and I went to go chase it, and I ran across the sidewalk. It was on the hill in Coleman Commons, and he was zooming down that hill, and he had to like bail so he didn't hit me. Like, I ran out and I jumped off the sidewalk and he jumped off his board.
Oh, wow.
And like he stayed on his feet, but he did like the run thing, like when you're going real fast. And he stayed up, and I was like, whoa, like, dude, are you okay? And he went, he's like, get out of my way. And he just grabbed his board and he went off.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, you're not wearing a helmet. You're riding through public walkways going like 25 miles an hour.
And we're in Akron, so like the ones by the streets are very cracked up.
Yeah.
And this dude, like, when he goes over a crack or a bump, just jumps and relies on his board to keep going forward underneath of him. What if it catches something?
I've no idea.
I guess he would just run. I guess he figured that out. But man, it was just always concerning.
And you don't want to fall because the ones on the street are usually covered in glass. It's like broken bottles. Yeah. You're gonna get tetanus.
Oh man. But no, I caught him a couple times at Manny's.
Oh really?
He's not an exciting dude.
Really?
He's just he's just a dude from Akron.
Just a guy who didn't ask to be Longboard Jesus.
But he's also like, he also was Longboard Jesus, and so it has kind of this like washed up D-list celebrity vibe to him.
Really?
It's weird, yeah, because like for years, like he was paid and sponsored just to longboard around.
He was?
Yeah.
Like who?
Like vans, longboard, like people that make longboards.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he made a few like videos. He was big, but like, yeah, that was actually what was paying the bills for him. And then I don't know what he's doing now, but he was working at Manny's for a little bit. And, yeah, I got stuck sitting next to him once, and I just didn't want to talk to him. He was one of those guys that would talk to you anyway.
Oh, yikes! That's always uncomfortable.
Manny's. I hate Manny's so much. That's all you got to add on that? I got more to go, but
no, keep going. I'll jump in.
So, Barstool Sports has like Barstool, like all these different colleges. That's Barstool OSU, Barstool Kent, Barstool Akron.
Yeah.
Yada 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 yada. And recently on Twitter, they're doing like a hashtag Best Bar, whatever, and all the local ones are supporting their best bar. Apparently. Yeah. OSU is Threes, Akron is Manny's, and Kent is Ray's Place, I think. And I've been to all of those before. Ray's probably only like a handful of times, and then Threes only once. It's very clearly just the most popular because man oh man, do those bars all suck.
Really?
Unless you like breathing spit and sweat that has joined the humidity of the air because the fucking air condensed into this super saturated version of water.
Superheated water vapor.
It's just in the air, and you can't like move without throwing elbows. It's just an awful place. Race Place.
They also sell Coke out of Manny's.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, the owner. I know multiple people who have done Coke with the owner. Manny himself. Allegedly.
There you go.
Yeah, allegedly.
This is not evidence in the court of law.
No.
We don't know anything.
No.
That could be from the other universe.
Yes. Yeah, I think some of that is bleeding over from our original universe where we came from.
Yeah, if you don't know, it's the whole thing. You just go back and listen to Mandela Effect. It explains it all.
Yeah. And pretty good detail.
Yeah. But the other universe that happened? Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I know a friend from the other universe, I will not name.
Yeah.
Who, his mom was a nurse at the local hospital, and his mom treated Manny. He had some medical thing. It wasn't a big deal. But she just, like, worked with him and helped him out. And he told her, she's like, oh, my son goes to goes to Akron. Like,
oh, okay.
And he's like, oh, really? Does he ever go around Manny's, like, the bar? Because I own that place. And she's like, I don't know. He may have been around there. I don't know. And he said, well, you've, like... This is some real mobster stuff that he's like, well, you've helped me out so much. Like, I appreciate your help so much. Why don't you tell your son, come around Manny's, tell me, get my attention, tell me he's your son, and, I'll hook him up. I'll help your son out.
Oh, my God.
And she's like, and, she's a mom. She's kind of naive. She doesn't really, she's like, oh, that's very nice.
Well,
and she's like, yeah.
Like, maybe some free, a free fry basket at the bar.
Yeah,
Sounds nice.
Yeah. And he's like, yeah, we'll he'll be comfortable. And like mobster. And she's like, oh, cool. And she like told him, and he told all of us. Well, it got to us, and we're like, are you about to like go do cocaine with him? Like, what's allegedly? Like, is that what is he implying that he's gonna give you coke? Like, what? Yeah, it's wild. Also, I agree, I've never had fun at Manny's, but maybe it's because I haven't done cocaine. I don't know.
Well, usually, like, it actually gets nice over the summer when a lot of college students aren't there and you can play cornhole on the roof. That's actually a great time at Manny's.
I've never done that.
It's an awesome time. But I have had a good time at Manny's. I've never had a good time at Three's, and I've had the worst time at Ray's place when I tried to just get 2 fingers of whiskey. You know, it's just like neat.
Yep.
And the dude went, hey, it's not like the movies. We don't do that.
What?
So I went, can I have a shot of whiskey in a glass? And that's what I had. So I poured it into the glass. I don't understand. Don't talk to me about that. That just makes... wait, you're a bar!
You're a bartender at a bar. Like... What do you mean you don't do that? That's a drink.
That's what you...
It's also like an easy drink.
Yeah, I just made your job easy. Wait, you don't gotta mix nothing.
No, you just pour whiskey in a glass, man.
What the hell?
That's a horrible service. Did you tip that guy?
Probably not. I don't remember. It was like years ago, but I sure hope I didn't.
Yeah.
Supposedly the best bars in Ohio.
Yeah, I would, okay. So if we're going to go best bar... I think you already know.
I'm just looking.
My take. I think it is Taps, 69 Taps. That is my favorite bar because it's always so relaxed in that bar.
I've been there like packed Taps, and you know what? It's still not bad.
It's still not bad. Like, yeah, it's kind of hard to move and stuff, but you get that at any bar. It's got that, like, basement bar feel.
Yeah.
But there's a patio, and, like, there are booths with, you can play darts. We played darts there a couple times.
It's a good place.
It's a good place. They got giant Jenga. It's awesome. Love that place.
It's been too long since we've been there.
Oh, plan on going back soon.
Yeah.
Once this... COVID stuff has passed over.
Well, they've been open. That was one of the places that, like, before the shutdown, that was one of the last places we really went to. And it was, like, super dead and empty except for us, and it was nice.
Yeah. It's cool.
It was nice because they were still open, and we were able to be somewhere outside safely, kind of.
Yeah. Because, like, we were on the patio. Yeah. Just...
And then it was us
completely alone. Yeah.
Martin. But no, I think I'm going back relatively soon. Something I can talk to you about after. But like one of our friends are heading out of town on deployment. Travis.
Travis is getting deployed?
Yeah. Wow. So he's just making rounds. And that's the place we decided to hang out with him at.
Love that.
Good choice.
Love that.
Steak night on Monday.
Heck yeah.
That's it. How we doing?
53.
Listen, I was frazzled about work.
Yeah.
Still a little bit frazzled about work. I do have to get back to it.
For sure.
So I'm gonna just assume that we talked about everything about Akron.
Well, yeah. If you didn't know, there's a writer named A.W. Tozer. He's a very, famous writer from, like, the 40s.
Okay.
He's buried in Akron.
LeBron James from Akron.
Steph Curry's from Akron.
Akron General.
Yeah.
Born there. Black Keys.
Black Keys are from
Devo.
Akron. Devo's from Akron. Anybody else?
Probably not.
No, I don't think that. I think that's it.
Yep.
All right, everybody. That was Akron.
And so, congratulations, ladies and gentlemen, because we know nothing.
And now, so do you.
That's it.
That's it.
Catch you next time.
Yeah. Hit us up on our socials or whatever. If you want more points, send us a picture of A dog
Something in Akron.
A dog eating a banana, or just a picture in Akron that you like.
Yeah, I love having pictures of Akron.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Your Regression Advised at gmail.com. Sorry.
Thank you. Life is a Zip. Today was pretty neat doing that.
I enjoyed that. Yeah. It's cool.
It brought me back to my days as an RA. When people were asking me questions that I'm not qualified to answer, and then finding out the answer because it's actually not that hard to find, but they think you got a lot of knowledge.
Big old wrinkly brain.
Not you just gotta know people.
Yep. And that's it. Thanks everybody for listening.
Well, bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.